Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Korning Around Podcast. Before I mention my topics for this evening, I just want to say this. The platform that I use to record my podcasts I'm just going to start with this. I previously recorded episode 4, and I saved it to the platform that I usually record my podcast episodes on. And when I went to reopen it, just to edit it a little bit, it was gone. And I was like, what the hell? And so now this is a re-recorded version of episode 4. But don't worry, it's going to be much, much greater. Okay, now I'm going to skip right over the social media because I'm sure you all have that memorized or something because I've said it so many times. But okay, here we go. I'm going to list out the topics for today's podcast. Episode 4. Number 1, don't follow this Twitter account. Number 2, Joey Chestnut is a nutcase and my time at a hot dog eating contest. The annual hot dog eating contest on July 4th. Major League Eating. And number 3, let's make summer classes 3 hours. And obviously, you'll hear me talk more about that later. But for now, it's topic number 1. Don't follow this Twitter account. So, back when I was a young chap, 7th or 8th grade, I think it was 8th grade, I wanted to become a counselor because when I was a kid and I went to camp, I looked up to all my counselors. And so, naturally, I just wanted to be a counselor. And so I did. One thing I will say about the camp, though, me and a few of my buddies a few days ago went to play basketball at the park, Montgomery Park, which is where one of the sites are for Wrecking Crew. And I get there, and there's 10 or 15 kids there, all sitting on their phones. They don't want to do anything. And the first thing about it is there's so little kids. The second thing is they're on their phones, and they will not get off their phones. I remember when I was a kid and I went to camp, I did not want to be anywhere else. I always wanted to be doing something. Most of the time I was playing basketball, but anything I would want to do, I wasn't just sitting on my phone. Maybe because I had an NV3, but still, man, sitting on your phone all day, that's not doing anything. And also, there's 15 kids. I remember back when I went to camp, almost my entire grade was in that camp at the park. It was insane. It was such a great time. Every place that you went to in the park, it's not a big park, but everywhere you went to, there were people that you could talk to, that you could, have a conversation with, you could hang out with. And now that's not so, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. The camp kind of went downhill, if you ask me, being that I was a counselor and I also went to that camp. And that's part of the reason why I worked 1st through 3rd grade. Well, now it's 1st through 4th, but younger kids are more energetic. They want to do things, maybe sometimes too much, but that comes with it. I like it. Also, they're really funny. They say some stuff. I can honestly say, when I was a kid, I did not want to be anywhere else. And that could be a reason why you maybe don't want to give kids iPhones and iPads and all these electronics so young. It's because you want them to go out and just be a kid. Just play, do anything besides sitting home and playing video games, watching TV. That's not living life. That's not you're only a kid for so much time, and then you have work. So you might as well enjoy it. And beyond that, if they're on their phones all the time, just sitting inside, they're not going to grow up to have good social skills. Don't you want them to be good with people? especially for job interviews and things of that nature, and to even have friends. Like, I just think it's just going downhill with that matter. But on the other side of it, if you're a parent, I can't tell you what to do as a parent, obviously. So I'm not going to judge you. I'm just expressing my feelings about it and my opinion, which is what this podcast is all about. But anyway, I'm going to get back into it. I was a CIT counselor in training. Yeah, it was my first year. And the counselor above me, one of them, who was a staff, which is, technically higher than a CIT in the counselor game, didn't like me very much. I don't know why he didn't like me very much to this day. He loved my brother, which is weird because we're like essentially the same person, but it's whatever. It's cool. And so he made this Twitter account for me called @FakeKornberg. And it's basically me as a 5-year-old. Quote, made a deal with the sitter. If I eat all my veggies, I can stay up half an hour later. Lol. ! I should be a lawyer. I'm so sly. 2 exclamation marks. Hashtag he he he. So basically all the tweets are like that. So yeah, if you want to look up that Twitter account, just look up @FakeKornberg. Yeah, man, it's pretty funny. To the kid who made this fake Twitter account for me, you know who you are. You should continue it, man, because it's kind of funny, to be honest. But then again, we don't know each other that well anymore, so that'd be kind of weird. So never mind. But yeah, the thing about me and Twitter is like I must have made like 5 or 6 Twitter accounts like throughout the years, I guess, because I didn't know that I could delete my tweets, so I just kept making new ones. Yeah, I have like 6, and let me just read a few of the tweets that I used to make, and maybe it'll make you laugh. I don't know. Knock knock Mac Miller. Wow, what a great tweet I had there. That was super cool. Yeah, I had 0 followers, and following 5. Yeah, man. Basically, my Twitter accounts I was tweeting hella good stuff back then. And so if you want to see all my stupid tweets, look up Ian Kornberg. Obviously, there's like I just said, there's 6 of them. And it's pretty funny and entertaining. Next topic. Joey Chestnut is a nutcase, and my time at the annual hot dog eating contest on July 4th. It was pretty awesome. I went with my brother and my brother's friend. Actually, let me just talk about Joey Chestnut this year at the hot dog eating contest. He absolutely smashed some dogs. He ate 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes, breaking his record of last year of 72 dogs. That's tight. In the women's league of Major League Eating, Mickey Sudo ate 37 dogs and won her 5th mustard belt. That's awesome. Oh, by the way, Chestnut won his 11th mustard belt. So, yeah, he's pretty much, I think it's safe to say he's pretty much the best dog smasher in the league. The way that they eat these hot dogs, it's freaking disgusting. Like, there's like 10 or so guys in a row, like just in a line, and they each have like 10 cups of water there, and to, I guess, make the hot dog slide down their throat more easily, they submerge the whole thing in water and then just shove it down their throat. It's absolutely disgusting, but entertaining at the same time. And yeah, that's how they eat it. Someone told me that if they throw up, they have to eat the throw up, But I don't know if that's true. I think they're just disqualified. I've never seen that happen. But anyway, it's gross either way. And so, yeah, that's how they do it. But anyway, I'm going to talk about my story at this contest. So I went with my brother and friend. I don't know why we didn't take the train, but we didn't. We drove. And there's no parking at Coney Island, or at least we couldn't find any. So we ended up parking somewhere else, like about a mile away, I guess. I don't know. And it's super hot. And we had to run, like I said, a mile or so to the competition. And the competition is only 10 minutes. So being that it's only 10 minutes, we get there already sweaty as hell. Like, it's freaking 95 or something like that. I don't know the exact weather that day, but it was definitely in the 90s and it was super humid. So we get there. There's like about 1 million people there. It's like ass to ass packed. And for all that running we did and how sweaty we got, it wasn't worth it because we got there and we were so far away, we couldn't even see the competition. But I have to say, it was still tight, like being there and stuff. Like, oh, the hot dog eating contest, that's awesome. Like, I could say I've been there. But anyway, we're sweating like someone who like sweats a lot, and it was like a freaking zoo in there. But all of a sudden, the competition gets to 9 minutes. And Chestnut just freaking murdered the competition. 72 dogs. Afterwards, we're like, hey, like, we should go to Nathan's. It's right there. But, Coney Island, if you've been, because there's so many goddamn people there that you can't even move. Like, it was like right across the street. It took us like almost half an hour just to get to Nathan's. And we're like, oh, like there might be some free dogs that they're giving away because, the competition and all. But no, you have to pay for the dogs, which is fine. But I would have liked some free dogs after that. They made it look, not that they made it look appetizing. I just wanted some hot dogs. Would I go back to the competition? I mean, if my friends were going, yeah, I'd go. But I wouldn't go by myself because that was kind of a huge hassle for 10 minutes that I didn't even get to see. Another thing, I guess you can say the commentator of this competition, he was on fire. This guy, he really had some talent. I mean, especially for a hot dog eating contest, like it's exciting already. And then this guy's like yelling, he's like getting everybody up, and like I was going crazy, and people are yelling, like you could barely hear him, but you could just tell there's hella energy going on. And so yeah, props to that guy, whoever he was. If I go next year, I didn't go this year, but if I go next year, I hope that guy's there. Yeah, he did a great job. But yeah, that's my time at the hot dog eating contest. Anyway, next topic. Let's make summer classes 3 hours. That's tight. It's not tight. And it doesn't just have to be summer classes, because I've taken classes that were, I don't know why I even wanted to sign up for this, but like every day, 3 hours. I mean, it only lasts like 3 to 4 weeks. And by the end of it, you only have 4 classes. So it's kind of cool. But at the same time, I wouldn't do that because think about it. You're sitting in a chair for 3 straight hours. I mean, yeah, you could get up, but then you're going to miss stuff. So you don't want to get up. And so, yeah, it doesn't have to just be summer. I don't know why I included that in the title, but yeah. So, yeah, let me tell this story of class that I almost took this summer. So it's technically called Summer 2 at my school. I don't know what they call it at your schools, but yeah, it's Summer 2. And yeah, I signed up for a class. I show up on the first day. I'm the first one there for like 20 minutes. And I didn't leave because I paid for it and I want to see what happens. And plus I didn't have anything to do. So yeah, I stayed there. And 20 minutes goes by or so. Another kid shows up and he's like, "Where's everybody?" I don't know, dude. Like, I'm just sitting here waiting. And the teacher's not even there. So it turns out we're the only 2 kids there for like about an hour. And I'm not kidding about that. You could ask us why we didn't leave, but I wouldn't have an answer for you. I don't know what that kid would say. But during that hour, it was funny but weird. This man came into the classroom, just shut the lights off while we're in there, and then just leaves. I'm like, what are you doing, man? And of course he doesn't answer, and he just leaves. And I'm like, maybe this class is canceled. And yeah, in the end, it turned out to be canceled. But the thing about turning off lights with me, so okay, I'm gonna have another story for you guys. I was at Rowan for, I don't know when, but I was at Rowan sometime past this past semester, and we were at a party, me and my friends, and we're in the basement. I think we had just gotten there. So this crazy cool frat kid comes in the basement and starts shutting off the lights, like on and off, on and off, on and off. I'm like, I seem to be the only one getting, like, why is he doing this? Everybody else is cool with it for some reason. And so I'm like, I started talking to my friends. I'm like, are we 5? Are we in college? Are we at a college party? Like, we're not 5 guys. Not 5 guys, although that is a dope restaurant. But I'm talking about 5 years of age. So I'm like, all right, can we not turn off the lights? I don't think we're in elementary school here, guys. And everybody's getting mad at me because I don't like the lights. Sorry, I like to see what I'm doing, and I don't like to have a seizure. He just keeps turning on and off the lights, and I seem to be the only one getting angry about this. And everybody else is getting mad at me besides my friends. They're like, dude, it's not your house. It's not your choice. Like, I realize that, but somebody kicked this dumb frat kid out of the house. Like, I don't care if it's his house. Like, it's so immature. And so I eventually leave the basement because I'm like, all right, screw that guy. Like, I don't care. Because I don't want to be... By the way, I have nothing against kids that are in frats. I have friends in frats. I'm just saying that was his house. Like, that was his frat. You know what happened. And yeah, that is it. That is episode 4 of the Korning Around podcast. The last one was good too, but I obviously had to remake it. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm not going to mention my social media. You can find it in the description. And yeah, by the way, if you don't like the topics that I'm speaking on, 1, you don't have to listen. 2, you could help me come up with topics. That'd be cool. I would appreciate that. I'll have some good ones next time, although I think these were pretty good. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, your night, whatever time of the day it might be. And peace out.